Hello everyone, this is John for PokerVIP.com, and in this video I'm doing a player review for a member called Ghost Striker. I think he's actually just started staking with us, but I think maybe this was recorded before we took him on, whilst he's getting a sample size together. Don't know too much about him, don't know anything about his game. All I know is that he's playing 4-L. He's playing on BetVictor, which is part of the Micro Gaming Network, and looks like two of the tables are anonymous and two of the tables are just normal, so that's pretty cool. He's got a poker tracker hood up, I think. I just saw it flash on and off. And he's pretty serious about grinding. I think he's got a journey over in the forum, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, he basically just wants to know what he's doing right, what he's doing wrong, see if we can find any, problems, any issues, and basically fix them. So before I start, obviously PokerVIP.com/deals for a BetVictor sign up. And if you want to go to the forum, just check everything out, have a little gander. And if you do create an account with us, mention that you did so because of this video, and you'll get a free PokerVIP t-shirt as well. So anyway, in we go. Annoyingly, he sat on a few in like different positions on the tables. But we should be able to keep up, and obviously they overlap a little bit, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Nothing too interesting going on. Okay, the button, min raise 2.5x. Either's fine, but anything apart from calling or folding. It looks like he's gone for the min raise, which I'm definitely a fan of. Once we get 3-bet, at these stakes, I think it's a pretty obvious fold. I think 4-betting's just generally quite bad here. I think calling's even worse, so I just fold. It's a massive raise as well, 5x. Ace-4 on the button, yep, really nice min-raise open. It's quite a coordinated board, so yeah, maybe we can go ahead and shut down and hope to get to showdown here or improve. Checks first again. I'll probably just check back. Ace high, 4 high flush draw. I might be tempted to rep that river because he hasn't shown any strength, but I just don't see ace high winning there. All we sort of do is chop with worse ace highs. We might be able to get under pairs or third, fourth, fifth pairs to fold. Pocket kings, yep, good 3x open from the cutoff. I like that a lot. Here, yeah, just pretty obvious all in. If we've got aces, we can maybe just flat and then, check get in on any flop. But I think generally, even with aces, we should just get in and be, fine with that because he's probably never going to fold. So, if he's got something like tens and it comes jack, queen, ace, he might be put off putting it in. So, just get it in whilst we know that they're not going to fold. Also makes poker way easier for us, Job done, hand played well. Easy game. I don't see the point of looking at stats here if that's what he's doing. If we've got 8-4 off and the button's opened, should be a pretty obvious just fold. Same with this 8-10 offsuit, I'd probably just be folding. At 4-0 we can play so standard, so basic, and make a lot of money. I don't think we need to look into, hoods and spots as hard as people may think we are. And, a lot of coaches and a lot of, advanced players will be like, oh, you're an idiot for saying that. I think we need to use a hood. I think we need to do certain things, but I don't think we need to be finding any spot imaginable to re-steal the pot or to outplay someone, is basically what I mean. Kings here against a short stack. C-betting's fine if we're doing it for value. Check calling is an option I tend to take as well, because basically I want to control the size of the pot. I want villains to bluff, and also say it comes king 3-7, it goes check check, and the turns are 10, we can bet, and we can get called by worse. Here, because it's 2 big blinds, I call. Really creates a bet by the fish, obviously, but we're going to be ahead enough times to make that call profitable. Queen deuce, I just go ahead and check. Yep. and I'd just be shutting down on this board. 4-6 off, I think it's a little bit too light to isolate, so I like the fold there. 4-6 suited, we could maybe like 3 or 4x, even though the guy is so short. We can still be picking on people. Nice hand up there. I would just 3x it here. I think 4x is too big. Because we don't mind if someone wants to, actually, I mean, we do want it heads up, but we don't want to scare off the fish who's short. Got the nuts. Basically, King 7 there would have min raised opened. It's close, but we can definitely min raise open until people tell us not to. Basically, King 7. It's really borderline. Yeah, with the aces. Sorry, what we want is the guy to put money in the pot. So we could even min raise. We just need him to put money in the middle. Pocket 9, standard call. Ace 5, I think we could probably isolate that guy again. He folded, so that's cool. We've got an ace, that's cool. I like this note taking there. Just tagging a guy. I tag lots of people green, and that's kind of job done sometimes. Yeah, once we get checked, I just go ahead and bet. I don't think we need to go any bigger than 18. I'd probably go on about a half pot. King Queen suited here, I'd go for a squeeze. I'd be making it like 48 to 58 kind of thing. Nines, yeah, I bet again. I think 28's good. 30 is pretty good. We need to protect. I don't like this call. If he's going to call here with King Queen, I prefer squeeze. It plays well. I'm fine to either lead, 3-bet or to check raise. It's a pretty nutted board for our hand here. There are some, draws that really have us absolutely killed, like ace 9 of hearts or ace jack of hearts, but we're totally fine. Now I'd lead. I wouldn't try and go for a check raise. I just bet pretty big. If someone's got an ace, they're going to call, so I might bet like 28 there. If someone's got a draw, an ace, 2 pair, they're going to call, so I think the bigger the better. 10's good open. Couple of folds along the bottom. Jack 8 again, really borderline, but people might, if they're nitty, just go ahead and open. But like he's opened Jack 8 here and folded King 7 on the other table, so maybe a little bit more consistency will be good. Even though it's a small raise, I just go ahead and fold this. Looks like his versus a massive nit. Jack 3 suited, I'd probably defend. I like to call really wide from the big blind versus min raise buttons, so I'd probably just be calling, but 3 betting's totally fine as well. What I will say is we should have a reason for 3 betting. Like this guy should be folding to 3 bets a lot, or if he calls, he should be folding to C bets post flop a lot in a 3 bet pot. Don't just do it because you don't want someone to steal your blind and you don't dare bet. He should be acting a little quicker on these tables. We should never be timing down that long when just playing 4 tables. Ace 10, I think he defended. She's a little bit funky. Pre-flop, maybe 3 bet or fold. Calling's kind of tough to do. And like this. Once it's gone like this, I like his bet. King 10, I like an open. Queen 9, just a fold. Ace 4, just min raise the button. Can't ever understand why I would fold. So yeah, good open. And just keep poker very easy. Don't start overcomplicating things. Don't start, trying to play like someone you watch on TV or other coaching videos. Just remember, you play different stakes to them. Your aim is to make money the easy way, and to be consistent with it. You don't want to be having big swings at these levels. It should be a really nice consistent upswing. And then you can start developing your game and building, other things into it. King 10 suited there. I might have gone ahead and c-bet because we do have equity. Obviously, we can turn the nuts. And we can obviously rep an ace-high board. Once we do check giving up is absolutely correct. people just won't respect anything there. His name's Ghost Striker. I think he's Ghost Striker 88 on the forum. So like I say, make sure you check out his posts. A6 suited here. I'd just be looking for a fold. Calling obviously is not a good thing. Cold 4 betting, again we need to have a really good reason to do it. It's a good hand to do it with. But again, I don't know how logical this will be at this level. He seemed to look at the hoods and maybe he saw some numbers, but I'm not too sure on it. And I think the sizing's too big. I think like 82, 86, 90 all does the same job as 92, so we could risk less to win more. But nice move there, it worked. Good hand to do it with. Buttons open a lot, small blinds. If they 3-bet a lot, then we can go ahead and 4-bet. Under the gun 4x. Definitely fine with that. It's a strategy I like to use, and I still do, even at the higher micros and low levels that I play. And the reason for that is basically we've got such a tight range under the gun that once Queen 3 is a fold on the button. We've got such a tight range. When we get called, we make more money. When people 3-bet, we make more money, and people don't, fold or call because of the one big blind difference. They just treat it all the same. Ace-high board, we can check back in position. I'm fine with that. Because we're going to get called by 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks, probably not. We're going to get called by a queen, possibly. So what I'd probably do is check back and then reevaluate the turn. And the reason I'm checking back is not because I'm scared of the ace, but I'm in position. We've already got value for our hand pre-flop, and then we might be able to get 2 streets of value rather than 1 street. And also, it might mean that we don't bet and then, fold kind of thing. I like a check down here. I'd expect to see us have the best hand. I think an ace leads or a queen leads. But it's nice we got some value off king jack there. And like I said, if you do check the flop, then I'm quite stubborn. I'll be committed to calling sort of turn and river, because that's kind of the plan we're inducing. So if that board ran out and he led turn, led river, a big part of me would be calling there. King 3, yeah, fold, yeah. Jack queen under the gun's a fold, good. And I mentioned he was a staked player. If you want to, try out for staking and receive a daily bankroll, coaching review videos, some cool merchandise, access to our whole site, forum replies, and all that good stuff, then just go to the PokerVIP homepage, scroll down, and you'll see the apply now staking button. Staking tab, yep, same thing. We want more players, we want successful players, we want to move people up the levels, basically, is what we want to do. The whole idea is for everyone to make lots of money. Pocket 2s here, I'd probably go ahead and call because under the gun is deep. A little bit of dead money there with a guy with 22 bigs. So if we flop a set, there's a decent chance we make a little bit of money there. And we are just set mining. We don't carry on if we don't flop a set. And that shows really good restraint there, that he just instantly folds even for 1 big blind. He's got a player behind him. There's 3 other cards. He knows there's only 2 cards left in the deck. So it's an open. I think his button range is really skewed. I think we need to get a range chart up for exact hands to open on the button, because he's folding king 7, then opening queen 3 off, then folding 8 deuce suited. It's not consistent at all. Jack 10 here, defending his button. Not great, not terrible, pretty much in the middle. Not something I do too much. Maybe something I'm missing out on, because it's a decent play. In live cash games and live tournaments, I do it a lot, so maybe I need to implement that into my online cash game. But really nice play, flatted pre. Even when he missed, he won the pot, and that's the main thing. It's like we can't be calling there just to hit. We've got to be able to know when to bet, know when to fold, know when to get value. 7-5 off, pretty close on the button. Probably a fold. Um, we should have like a 40%, 42% opening range. I'm not too sure 5-7 off makes that cut, but it's not bad. Pocket 8's really good flat pre, fine with that. We shouldn't be 3-betting because it's not for value nor a bluff. We're in position. So half the battle's done. All we have to do is win the pot. Once it checks round, yeah, I'm happy to take a stab here, and I think 20 is a perfect bet size actually. Yep, spot on. Basically, we're getting value and protecting. Someone might call, whiff worse, a 6, a 3, 4s, 5, 7s. I doubt they're ever going to fold better, but we can get value for our hand. And like I said about protection, if someone's got King Jack, Ace King, 10 Jack, 9 10, Jack 9, anything, the turn can obviously improve them. Once we get check min raise, I'll go ahead and fold. At micro stakes, I find that the check min just means like the absolute nuts. So I'd let that one go. Couple of easy folds. 5-3 off he defended. 5-3 suited he defended. I'm actually quite fine with that, to be honest. I've got no problem with that at all. We can definitely be folding it, but I wouldn't 3-bet it. And I'd happily call as well. Play a pot in position against someone who's not very good. I love his flop raise. He kept it small. We need to get this guy stacking by the river. So here we need to bet like 30. 38 is I think a bit too big. But at least it means we can get a below pot size jam on the river, which is the main option, the main goal. So maybe I think 32 would have been fine there, but I don't think it made any difference to the hand. Ace 8 blind v blind, we just folded. That's crazy. 2 people put dead money in. 1 person wakes up with an ace. You'd expect that to be pretty good. You'd expect the big blind to have pretty much nothing. King Queen here again, I just fold. This is where stuff goes wrong. Why are we raising? We're raising because we think this guy's got nothing, but we don't know that for a fact. So again, some good restraint there and just folding. I like to see that a lot. He seemed to want to go for it and then remembered not to, so that's nice. I think he's a really solid player from watching this. I think he's gonna shoot up the levels and really just start crushing. Just needs to keep his cool, keep playing the way he is, and go from there. Ace 10, I just peel here. Folding's absurd. Even though the guy's 5x'd it, we should not be folding Ace 10 off when the small blind opens blind v blind. Ace King, yep, 12's a good bet. Do it quick. Yep. King 9's a good fold. As is 7 10 off. Yeah, there's a real problem here with like sometimes giving people too much credit or playing a bit too passively. 9's here, I just go ahead and call again. 3-betting versus the button, I think is more appropriate than small blind versus cutoff. But I understand he's doing this because he wants to pot heads up and he wants to have the lead. But don't be too scared to play opposition. Yeah, the ace 10 off, when someone opens blind v blind 5x, they're obviously a fish because of the stack size and because they're opening 5x, and we've got ace 10 off. And we're in position post flop. I think it's a pretty no-brainer to go ahead and just peel. Ace 7 suited in the cutoff, good 3x open. This play is obviously a bit of a maniac on table 3, bottom left. What I would do is fold Ace 7 suited because it just doesn't play that great post flop, even in position. This guy post flop has been playing back at us, min raising, but pre flop he's normally been calling, so I'd actually give him some respect here. And again here, I think yes, we've got an ace, so that makes it good. I'd min raise these pocket aces. I think anything more than a min raise is bad. Oh, actually, sorry, totally ignore that. I thought it was just heads up versus the short stack fish. I'd have actually made it bigger. I'd have made like 40, 46. But obviously it's never bad to get calls with aces. And his ace 7 suited bluff worked. ACC I'd bet so small. 70's big. I'd bet like 50, 45. Kings here, perfect spot. We've just thought about this guy before. Let's do it again. I'd go around 64, 74. And the aces here, pretty clear call. Happy days. Should be miles ahead, yep. And kings, awesome. Guy went crazy for ace 8 in the end. Aces get cracked on the other table, which sucks, but we get the big part over here with kings, which is really good. And really nice play, really nice sizing. And now we can, know that that guy does get it in light. And tilt's easy. 10-6 suited, I might call here. Yeah, I think calling's fine. Cool. Jack Queen suited under the gun is fine. 4x. Nice play. 10-6 here, I'd just check. I might go ahead and lead here, like 8 cents. Or even 6 cents or something. Depends if we're being lazy. Jack Queen, I'd probably just half pot it. Beautiful. Guy can read my mind. Must have watched some of my coaching videos. Ace 3 suited. I might squeeze here and get it in versus the fish. I think he's about to go crazy, so could do that. Queen 9 suited, min raise the button. Check the ace 3 to check raise. Ace queen, bet for value. Ace 3 raise. I think the guy's bet so small. We're just letting him get away with murder there. We've got aces up in the nut flush draw. And obviously there's a lot of draws that can get there versus us, so I would have raised the turn, and I just call this river pretty comfortably. Folding's the last thing I do. The guy's repping so strong, and he just flied pre. Ace Queen 9 just half pot. Same again, like 10-12. Jack 3 fold yet. Three 6 suited with this fish in the big blind, yeah, probably raise. Call. Once someone min raises, you've got to call him, Just play it. I'm not folding to one bet. I'm not happy about it, obviously, but I go ahead and call. Good fold with 3-7. No such thing as pods there. And I like that 3-6 suited. He really does have some control, this guy. Threes I fold, 3 overcards out of position, blah blah blah. Yep, fine. Jack Queen suited here, be pretty much just automatically 3-betting, basically because we can be dominated, so we don't want to be calling and playing out of position. We want to be able to win the pot without flopping, a pair. And obviously it makes a lot of, it's good to play post flop, we can make a lot of hands. Because this is where the problem is. Now we just check fold. Whereas if we had initiative, we could have, been the guy betting and getting folds. Looks like he's going to go for a raise. I wouldn't do this because, I might do it if there's one heart on the board. But again, we're flatted pre-flop. What we're repping on the king 7-9. I think we're getting lucky in those spots, to be honest. I think people are just waking up with absolutely nothing. Let's have a little bit more backdoor equity before we start doing this. I imagine this guy's red line's looking pretty tasty at the moment, but I think maybe better ways. 3-4 suited, I don't flat there ever. I'd raise. 10-6 suited, I'd definitely defend versus this fish. I think we're going to stack him here if he's got an ace. I'd check raise. I'd check raise this, yeah, just pile money in. 24's perfect. Excuse me, 3-4's just a fold. This guy's just going to fist pump in ace 8 offsuit or something again. Yeah, a couple of easy folds. I bomb here. I bet like 52, 54. Just bet massive. I don't think the guy's ever folding an ace. So I want to build the pot up to get as big a river betting as I can. 44 is the minimum I would have bet here. 48, 52, 56, 54, anything around there is what I'd have gone for. I think the guy was probably just getting out of line now and calling a little bit too wide. Easy folds. And again, if you want to sign up to BetVictor, PokerVIP.com/deals, you get 30% rate back, 20% deposit bonus up to $1,000. Entry into our top 200 promotions, entry into our sprints, entry into our lockdowns, and entry into any other BetVictor eligible promotions. And like I say, you get a free t-shirt as well if you mention that you signed up because of a video. 9-4 here, I'd fold. I think we're being a bit too optimistic. Ace-8 suited, I'd fold. Fold or 3-bet, we don't want to be out of position. But when you flop good, I guess it feels nice, but we're going to get murdered there. 9-4 just to check and hope for the best. Yeah, figured it was bad. Ace-8 I like a raise because we can rep a draw, obviously. We can get action from a draw. People can think about defending a bit too hard. And we need to build the pot and have initiative because we're, out of position. King Jack of 4x here, absolutely great spot to isolate a fish. Make it 16 cents and be really happy with it. Looks like he's going to do exactly that. Yep, nice work, mate. Click it. Spot on. Looks like he's sitting out his next big blind, so it'll be a corner video pretty soon. I'll actually see what happens here before he sits out. Okay, so definitely needs to just work on his ranges. A lot of button opens he kind of missed out on or opened where he shouldn't. Be a bit more comfortable defending and just having more of a reason maybe. For his sort of check raises and more fancy lines. They worked perfectly, every single spot on this video. But I think going forward, maybe we might be leveling ourselves or start getting into really tricky spots. Or even just starting to get outplayed. But good solid player. Made a lot of correct decisions. I liked his bet sizing generally. He knew when to start calling against the fish and stuff, so all pretty good. If I was grading it, I'd probably give him like a C or a B minus. And all he has to do is tweak the tiniest of things, and it'll be an A or an A plus. Just a really good player, knows what he's doing. Just these little things that need sorting out, but that's the same with most people's games. So nothing major to worry about. He'll definitely crush these stakes, that's for sure. And then I can definitely see him at 20 NL by the end of this year, and just winning there nicely and ready to move up to 50 in the new year. This is Jon from PokerVIP.com, and this was Ghost Striker's review.